Morning, guys. Welcome back to Red River Living today. Guys, we're out in the garden today. We're going to kind of do a quick overview of what's going on in the garden, and we are picking corn today. So we're going to have us a big corn harvest, I hope. Picked a few ears the other night. Things are starting to dry out. If you hadn't been in Texas lately, you don't know what it's like, but we have had some extreme weather here lately. This past week, we were seeing temperatures of 110, 114. And I'll just be honest with you guys, it's hard to have a garden in that kind of temperature. We've struggled a little bit this year, so we're gonna kind of go over the garden. Some things are doing pretty good. Cucumbers have been liking the heat. They've done really well. We've kept a lot of water on those. So the cucumbers, the squash, zucchini, all that's been doing really good. So we're gonna walk over here and kind of look at some of that right now. As you can tell right here, the cucumbers, they need picking again today. They've actually, some of them have gotten too big already. But cucumbers have been doing really good. This is some of our cantaloupes right here. Cantaloupes are starting to put on. You can see some of that right here. Then our squash, we've planted quite a bit of squash this year. Squash is doing okay at best, but it's making. And over here's our watermelons. I don't know if I found any watermelons yet or not. We had some wind last night, so they're blowed around pretty good. And there's a little watermelon right there. We're starting to...
Little baby.
Little one, yeah. So watermelons are starting to come around. But like I said, the heat, you know, when it gets 100 degrees, that's one thing, but when it starts making 110, it's just hard to keep stuff alive. And we've just been fortunate that we've had access to some water, so we've been able to keep stuff alive. Hopefully, got some chances of rain this morning. We've got a little bit of shower last night, so things are wet. So hopefully we'll get a little more rain today.
Let's see another one.
Yep. So we're gonna make a few watermelons, it looks like. Guys, I'm just gonna kind of real quick. As you can tell, we've got our paper down. It'd almost be impossible to have watermelons and cantaloupes here with the amount of stickers we have. We're close to the Red River on this sandy soil, and we've just got stickers bad. But by putting them on this paper like we have, it's really made it manageable. And we've actually added paper this year because I was mowing around the garden last year. We added some paper just so that we wouldn't have grass. So that's just a kind of a hint to try to help save you on some labor. The okra's coming along. We've picked a little bit of it. I've got some bugs on it. I'm gonna have to spray the okra. You can tell the leaves are getting eat on pretty good here. So I'll be spraying the okra and getting rid of that. But the okra's starting to bloom. It's starting to put on just a little bit. So we'll be watching that. Growing. There's not many on them though right yet. I was looking at our butter beans this morning. No, pretty good here. And these are speckled butter beans. So after we get done with this corn today, I'll probably end up out here at some point today picking butter beans, it looks like. Looks like the peppers are really starting to bloom good right now. So the peppers are really starting to put on. We'll be actually picking some of those peppers. Hey guys, even on this paper, look, this is where we planted our tomatoes at. And it's one of them places I've neglected, but this just gives you an idea. Them old stickers come up any and everywhere. So our tomatoes, hey, once again, it's almost like last year. Our tomatoes just really haven't done much this year. Not what I wanted them to. We picked a few tomatoes, but these tomatoes just can't make it in this heat like this. So we'll see if we can keep a few vines alive and maybe set some fall tomatoes this year. I don't know if y'all can tell, but off to my right here is some flowers. And Debbie last year said, you know, it'd be really pretty if we planted these zinnias down this side over here. Well, the flowers that you see down the middle right here are in my onions right now. We planted zinnias and they were really pretty. They make a really pretty cut flower. They really look good around the garden. But I'm going to tell you, once you plant zinnias, you've got zinnias. There is seeds. I don't know where all these seeds came from because the zinnias you see right through here weren't planted. They came up volunteer from last year. The far row is the actual planted zinnias. As you can look down in there, you can see I've got a few onions down in there. But I got more zinnias. It looks like I got onions. But there's quite a few onions down there. I'm going to hope the shade kind of helps the onions a little bit. I just hate getting there and pulling the flowers out. Debbie cuts a lot of them. We went back and we lost a few fruit trees last year. We've planted some more this year. These actually set a couple of apples on it and I just couldn't pull them off. So I've left these couple of apples on this one. We'll see how it ends up doing this year. But we've had to replant our fruit trees. We still don't have them on water yet on our drip system. And that's why they're struggling, I think, the way they are. We are, the frost got us. We didn't produce any peaches this year. And our plums over here, our plum trees are looking okay. And you can look up in them and see we got some growth in them. But we didn't set any plums this year either. So, but we have the trees, and that's a start for us this year. I've been out here a little bit this year. And some of our blackberries, I've been picking a few blackberries this year. And as you can see, there's a few right there. But you know, guys, it's just getting started. And hey, it is what it is sometimes with the weather. So you just can't always beat the weather. Found some watermelons.
How big?
They're little bitty though. Me and Mama found some a while ago. Hey. There's one right there. See it? See the little one? That's about how big they are right now. There's one.
And they're so
What would you call those, Braden? Little babies? Yep. Hey, there's some bigger cantaloupes, though. You'll see some bigger cantaloupes? Yeah?
So there's just both of them. Papa like me.
Papa wants some rain.
Well, how much that is? Papa, there's a squash in there you need to hit.
Hey,
Dad.
hey, look right here.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we got bugs. There's cantaloupe right there, see them? But you can pick these other ones, okay?
Pick this one?
Yes, sir, pick it. Hey, this is what you do. Look, look. Hey.
I can't do it.
Okay.
With my arm.
Oh, okay.
Look how many. Look at that, all those blooms.
I know it. It's a lot of blooms, ain't it?
What about this one, Papa?
Yes, sir. We're going to pick it. We're here picking. We might as well pick it.
Baby one. He's so cute. Look at swimming everywhere. Yeah, there's a lot. This one. That's not too cute.
Oh, let's leave that one.
Okay.
Kind of small. I think we might have missed that one at one point, boys. We'll have to feed that one to the cows, it looks like.
Yep.
I will. There you go, turn it, turn it. A little more, harder. You got it.
Yay!
All right, here you go. Go put
This
those in the
one's
bucket.
dying.
I planted 2 different varieties on the squash. I planted some what I call crookneck, and then we planted some straight. And I think I'm liking the straight this year over the crookneck, just looking at it and how it's been making this year.
What'd you find, Brayden?
Tomato.
Big tomato. Let's go.
Yeah.
Right, let me finish the video and we'll walk down there and we'll start looking at the corn. Okay? Okay, well, Bubba, go with you. Just let me finish the video though, okay? All right, you guys gonna stand over here by Papa?
And smile.
And smile, look pretty? Or you look good looking? Handsome. You're handsome, all right, that sounds good. Well, guys, that's a little bit of a garden update for you. We're working at it and, hey, just doing the best we can. Sometimes it don't always work out the way you want it to, but it just kind of gives you an idea of some of the struggles you go through as far as the weather, the stuff you just cannot control. There's nothing you can do when it's 110 degrees outside. But a little bit of update, guys. We appreciate y'all watching. Y'all stay tuned. We're going to be harvesting the corn, and that video will be coming up shortly. As always, guys, we appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe. We'll see y'all next time.
If we split the corn,